Welcome back to Mosaic on this Easter Sunday. I love what the proponent of the Christian faith, C.S. Lewis, has said, that he believes in Christianity because just like he believes that the sun rises, not just because he sees it, because the sun helps him see everything else. And so on this Easter, we emphasize, of course, Christ is risen because we believe Christ helps us see everything else. And so, Elizabeth, tell us one of the gospel readings maybe that might be helpful to understand the message.
Absolutely. Well, in many churches, we will read the Gospel of Luke. And so, with your invitation, Ron, I will read these 12 verses. There's an Easter story in all four Gospels, but Luke is appointed for this Sunday.
That's correct.
And I will read the Gospel of Luke. It's the 24th chapter, and it's verses 1 to 12. On the first day of the week at early dawn, they, that is the women, came to the tomb, taking the spices that they had prepared. They found the stone rolled away from the tomb. But when they went in, they did not find the body. While they were perplexed about this, suddenly 2 men in dazzling clothes stood beside them. The women were terrified and bowed their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here, but has risen. Remember how he told you while he was still in Galilee, that the Son of Man must be handed over to sinners, be crucified, and on the 3rd day rise again." Then the women remembered Jesus' words, and returning from the tomb, they told all this to the 11 and to all the rest. Now it was Mary Magdalene, Joanna, Mary the mother of James, and the other women with them who told this to the apostles. But these words seemed to them an idle tale, and they did not believe them. But Peter got up, ran to the tomb. Stooping and looking in, he saw the linen clothes by themselves, and then went home, amazed at what had happened. This is the gospel of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. I think it's always important to hear the text. We assume that we know the story. And as you said, all gospel writers write about it. So it's important just to hear the text.
That's right.
And hear what you hear and then try to understand what's taking place.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So today we have Luke's version, and I always have to chuckle because the women's social credibility is questioned, of course, by the male disciples, and what they say is called an idle tale. Well, we know what happened to that idle tale because it really was sacred truth. They remembered what Jesus had said, that he would rise after 3 days, he would go on ahead of them, so he wasn't going to be found in the tomb in the first place. He had gone on ahead.
That's what strikes me is that in all the readings, the women show up.
That's right.
In fact, I read the other day that when they needed an apostle to replace Judas, it should have been one of the women.
Well, yes.
I had never heard that.
Yes.
And I thought that was great.
And not only do they show up, Ron, but they also proclaim
That's right.
the Easter message. They are the first proclaimers of Easter, telling the other disciples that he was not there.
That's right.
So the women, others who do not have social credibility, we need to listen to them and to their words. And here they shared the Easter message first.
That's important. And I think what Luke is great about, he also mentions the names.
That's right.
Joanna.
That's right. Mary
Magdalene.
That's right. Mary Magdalene. That's right. So they were named. The mother of James. And then the other women. So there were many women there, not just these 3.
Why do you think some people ask, did they go to the tomb?
Well, I think the women were doing what women did in that time. They were going to prepare the body with spices, a part of, a grieving ritual that women had done as customary. So, they did it once the Sabbath was over. They went on to the tomb to prepare the body. And then, lo and behold, they discover that Jesus is not there. He's gone ahead of them.
That's right.
And the rest, as they say, is up to us now to tell the tale.
That's right. I think what also strikes me is that Peter was amazed. And it's sort of left there.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he did go to make sure that their story was credible. He went back to the tomb, and then he of course is amazed too.
Well, I think that he becomes probably a powerful witness, as we all know.
Yeah.
Some believe he ran because he had denied him.
Right.
Wanted to make sure that he was really there or not there. Mm-hmm. And so he still had some of that probably guilt and remorse. He wanted to just know. And I think in one of the Gospels, the beloved disciple, which you believe maybe is John, beats him to the tomb.
That's right.
And then he finally comes in and seems to be more interested.
Yeah. So there's really something for everybody in these Easter stories, and Easter happens for each of us. And the message for someone who is hurting or in need of a healing word from God, that's for them too.
That's
you
great.
know, in this Easter story.
That's great.
So we want everyone to come to worship and to hear that personal living word that Christ has risen for you and there is new life for you.
Amen. We'll come back to that. Please join us here on Easter Sunday morning.